Well, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the farm. We're back now from the show and we've got the Deere out, we're just warming it up. It's that time of the year where we put the cattle float away. I've just been looking at the front linkage today because obviously with the Terry products box coming fairly soon to the farm, just down here I've noticed this is seized up because we haven't used the linkage in like 3 years. So I might have to drop that in the workshop and I need to find out a way to get these pins out. And then I need to go shopping and get a top link because I left my top link in the workshop and somebody's nabbed it. I think it went away with that old Leyland tractor. Somebody used it for that. So I need a top link for this and for the 65 in that shed. A little bit of a nuisance, to be honest. Annoyingly, because of the road networks in this country and the way everything's going, I stopped off at Starbucks on the way home last night to try and upload yesterday's video. The Wi-Fi was terrible, I couldn't upload, and it was £4 per coffee. I had a couple of coffees, it was like £10 on bloody coffee. So I can't afford to go to a lot of these shows anymore, to be fair, but it was good going yesterday. We had a great time, and you should go to these things now and then. But I can understand why a lot of farmers don't want to go to a lot of these shows now, and why people don't go to as many sort of social events, because things are, with inflation nowadays, very expensive. So I totally get it. And there's nothing quite like being at home. You know, you've got everything the way you like it. I mean, I was in this cafe, they closed the doors at 8 and I had to leave. So, and then I was in the car park. And it was just very stressful. You know, I'd rather be on the farm doing my videos, ideally, but I do like going out to events now and then. But yeah, the world is, it's a shame. You know, there's not many cafes anymore. There's not hardly any good little restaurants you can go to in the evenings. It's just all big chains, like McDonald's or Starbucks, and that's it. You know, M&S. A bit doom and gloom, but I did have a really good day yesterday. And on this farm now, one of the reasons why I love staying here is we've got fibre optic Wi-Fi, which some farmers have ploughed in, and it's 100 megabytes. So why would I go and upload or edit anywhere else? Alright, well today the weather is absolutely abysmal. I've been getting that trailer washed off. Some of you had commented yesterday about the mower and why did I need a front mower? Well, I've got a new set-aside contract to mow someone's margins, and they want to make the margins into silage or haylage. And with a rear mower, it's quite difficult to mow the margins from the back, if that makes sense. So if you've got a front mower, you're not going to be trampling the grass as much. I will ask the client, the customer, whether or not we can get away with a back mower though, because I've just been looking at this Pottinger Novacat, which is a rear-mounted 3.2 metre mower, and that actually looks like quite a good solution. But something else as well, which I wanted to ask you guys about yesterday, was the front box. It looked awesome. Would you like to see the box in black with red and white stickers down the side, or would you rather have the colours, which it's currently in now, which is a yellow lid with the yellow sides and black with Olly's farm at the front? Leave a comment in today's video because I need your feedback on this one. If you're happy with the black and yellow, which I think a lot of people are happy with, we'll just have it as it is, and we'll get it dropped off from the show. Although, as I've just found out on the John Deere, which we went to have a look at, we need to get the top link fitted, and I've got to unseize the sides because it's been seized up for so many years. That it's going to be a bit of a difficult one to get the linkage down. I did last year try, when we took the front loader off, to get the linkage down, and I actually FaceTimed during the lockdown, FaceTimed John Deere, and we were trying to get the linkage to go down. It wouldn't go down because the 6R thought that it still had the front loader on, and I was using the joystick on the side, and it just didn't want to go down, the front linkage. So we will get there. We'll work out a way to get the linkage down, and then I'll get my top link, and then we'll get the front box on. And we're at this crossroads really, as I said about that 6R. Do we keep it or do we change it for not a lot now? Or, you know, the longer we keep that tractor, guys, the more of a hit we take on depreciation on that tractor. So if it's worth, say, £85,000 now, and a replacement one is 95, and it's 10 to change, you know, in a couple of years' time, it will be worth 60 to 70,000, and a new one will be like 100, 110,000. So if I can find a nice low-hour X demo one, it will probably make sense to change it at the end of this year or next year for something else. It's only done 1,1600 hours, but that's not the point. We bought it as well 2 years old with 400 hours, and it's a good tractor. They're just not the same anymore with all of these electronics, and the depreciation is the big killer. So if you're spending 100 grand on a tractor and it's depreciating to 50,000, and then the new one's like 100, 120,000, it's a lot of money. 70 grand to change every time. At this time of the year, the arable jobs dwindle down and the livestock jobs begin. So we've just got a job around the back, which I want to go and have a look at doing. Alright, and this is my little muck bay which fills up every year. Put it in the Marston and then take it out to the fields. Alright, you can see I've just got clover here, so we've got to get some fencing, put it in the corner here this week, and then we've got the sheep back. They're then going to be going on these turnips here, grazing them over winter. Clover, Clover. Thinking about the 6R problem. There's so many tractors out there nowadays. The problem is, you know, I'm not really the biggest fan of AdBlue. I did have a conversation with my old man this morning, and we said we probably should have kept the 6930, but you know, we made the decision to go for that 5.5, and you know, the only tractor we could change to now, we were saying, is that Ultimate Edition, which we saw yesterday. Another thing about that is that's a stage 5 emissions, so it's going to be hopefully a more reliable tractor, they say, than the current one we've got at the moment. You know, the problem with a lot of these emissions regulations of tractors is that they're not quite there yet, a lot of these tractors. It's only now that some of them are really starting to get the tractors fixed, get them right. There is another tractor we haven't looked at before, and that's a Fast Track. A lot of you guys have commented and said to look at one of those. I don't understand why we've never tried one, because they're really good for road use, which is what we do a lot of to the Broads National Park, and you can still use them on the land. Walking across where the potatoes were harvested the other day, I managed to cultivate the top with the T6. Unfortunately, it's just a bit too wet to do the bottom half now. The top of the field was dry enough to do, but we'll just wait a few more days until we can come in here and cultivate this. Here they are. These are the bales which I stacked earlier with the Manitou when Jeffrey had his combine in this field, and I think it's about 100 bales here, all lined up. One thing I was thinking about, we might part exchange the front loader on that John Deere with the 6R, and that way it would then make up the difference to change to a newer John Deere. That Ultimate Edition the other day, we'd probably keep that for a few years. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. It's so bloody difficult nowadays. You can lose a lot of money overnight with the, you know, with the price of them. We'll have a word with the accountant, see what we can come up with. Ultimately, you know, we want to be saving money, not losing money. It's funny, you know, with the 6300 and the old 6930 we used to have, we could change those tractors after like 3 or 4 years and you'd just make a little bit of money. On this new one, it's not as easy because it's got AdBlue. And I know a lot of you guys have been commenting about Deutz-Fahr. We'll maybe try one if we ever get the chance. We have got an opportunity to try out McCormick tractors, which I hear have come a long way. So we might try them out in the future. But for the main tractor, for the 6R, it would probably be something which is a premium brand, to be honest, because I think we might not change it for a while. The reason being is it's so difficult to get parts and to get tractors nowadays. Yeah, this tractor, we don't want to hold on to it for too long because of all the emission stuff on it. It's not quite stage 5. They need to fix it all. But it is a 2017 stage 4, and now they've gone to stage 5. Whether there's any truth in all this emission stuff, who knows? You know, we don't make up the rules. We just have to buy the tractors. Ultimately, it's a tool we need on the farm to carry out a job. For my front mulch mower, what's the point of spending $3 on a front PTA when you may as well just change to another tractor? And if it's the right time to change, you know, you just get that gut instinct. Some of you out there from farming will know, you know you have to change. You couldn't come along to Newark yesterday, could you? Can you imagine her, Clover, at Newark? Midlands Machinery Show, you want to be chasing deer. That's what she does. Clover's like, I'm staying at home, I'm chasing after a deer. Yeah, we'll come up with a solution, see if we can keep it going for another however many years, or change it. And do comment down below about the front box. I want to know from you guys whether we should change to black and then white and red, or keep it black and yellow on the corners. Yeah. So leave a comment about that. And from Clover and I on the farm, on a very misty, overcast day, we'll catch you on the next one.